where they're talking about Social Security payments will be cut to 325 a month starting in 2023. I mean, in 2033, without chances of, uh, I guess they call it actuary or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's saying the head of the Tory or whatever, actuary or whatever, for Social Security and Medicaid testified before the House panel on Thursday about two safety net programs looming financial woes that could see key trust funds depleted. Yeah, trust funds depleted. hmm Meanwhile, how many billions of dollars y'all spent on war over 47, 50 years? War that you jumped up and tried to make it look as if that it just happened naturally or everybody just picking on me. You know what I'm saying? To sit up here and say that you're going to cut Social Security and Medicaid, you stupid motherfucker. You know what I mean? When we really look at it. You know what I mean? You spend billions of dollars on all types of shit, billions of dollars on NATO, other nations. You sending our money to them so they could join and stay within your 34 criminal organization NATO, that you call NATO. You know what I'm saying? And you got a nerve to sit up here talking about cut something by 2033. You motherfuckers is full of shit, and the people need to stand up against this by all means and bring that smoke and fire to their chest. Because every time elections and these Democrats jump up and do bullshit, the first thing they say out their mouth is they're gonna cut Social Security in in Medicaid and all kinds of programs that will benefit the poor people in their matters. You know what I'm saying? But meanwhile, they don't cut no money when it comes to sending money over to Ukraine and an invading group of people calling themselves Israel who invaded the Gaza Strip in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so on, but trying to call it some other name, talking about some Israel. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to send hundreds and billions of dollars of equipment, hundreds of billions of cash dollars to them, hundreds of billions of this to them, and hundreds of billions of them to that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the common people and the regular people, you know what I'm saying? You know, you talking about cutting their money off, and this is where the regular people have allowed to be, very looseful at the helm and not paying attention to the helm. And by the time you realize what's going on in the helm, it is too late. Where I'm saying, these people have taken so much control, so much power, so much this over you. Well, if you are electing and you're electing these people and you're voting and all this other stuff, why in the world is you bowing down to the fact of the garbage that they're doing to you? This is something that we must start to wake up to in all ways. You know what I'm saying? We must start to wake up to, because it ain't right for them to spend billions of dollars claiming some type of defense against a nation of people who was not coming over here to bomb you, kill you, or do anything to you, because the people who is doing the bombing and the killing in the United States, in the matter of looking across the seas, is our own people who they set up to do that, to make you believe that this is true and this is what's going on across the sea that's coming to you. You know what I'm saying? And that is not true at all. It is just to get your mind fucked up. And once you get your mind free, you already talking about, well, put some F-14s in the air, kill them bastards. Same thing talking about, go over to Ukraine, or I mean not Ukraine, go over in somewhere in the Gaza Strip. You know what I'm saying? Over there with the regular Palestinian people, and they talking about drop a couple of nukes on them. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. That's where they want to get your mind to. So now you following behind the garbage that they do, just like this idiot, coming up here, by Jeffrey, I think his name is Colton, one day ago, coming off the Politico, where you have Hakeem, then the case as Jackass Jeffers, fights to fend off the social the socialist of his lawn. You know what I'm saying? Fight with socialist of his lawn. He's a fucking Marxist, nigger ass, looking bully ass, jackass fucking clown telling himself Hakeem Jeffries. Yeah, he sounds like more like Hakeem, an Arab fucking asshole, if you ask me. But we see where Hakeem Nutcase as Jackass Jeffries, you know what I'm saying, is locked in a editorial battle with socialist activists with socialist activists in his hometown district, and he is in danger of losing. Yeah, you need to lose and get the fuck out of our government, if you ask me, to the demon democratical conventional leader. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no leader of mine. He might be leading the demons. You know what I'm saying? Going straight to hell with him, honey. But, you know what I'm saying? Leading New York City demon democratic socialist of America, or virtue uh, singular on Twitter, and to them Jeffrey is an enemy trying to take them down from what we're seeing. You know what I'm saying? The anonymous is playing out in the legislative race in Jeffrey's backyard. One that threatens his power, just as he is working to amass a win. They need to vote that fucker out and kick Hakeem Jeffries the fuck out. Fuck a win for him. You need to beat him in the race and get his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Because Hakeem Jeffries ain't no more than a fucking crook, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? As he's working to mass, you know what I'm saying, he went across the country in his bid to become the first black, Speaker of the House. They should not let that motherfucker come to Speaker. If they let him come to Speaker of the House, y'all is fucked. If this lying son of a bitch you call Hakeem Nutcase as Jackass Jeffrey becomes the House Speaker, I'm telling you right now, we in trouble. Because you could see what Nancy Pelosi did when she became the House Speaker, and the kind of shit that she did, based on the fact that she didn't even do her job, because her job was to set shit up to watch it fall. See, into an insurrection or down the truck. That's why she was so quick to be there picking a committee and shit. You see, okay, you're gonna have you the committee, and you're gonna have to. Remember that? When the shit first all went down, how fast she was choosing members to be on the committee, and how fast she was choosing them, and all that good dude shit she was doing. See, they acting large and motherfucking in charge. But when you look at the whole situation of it, you know more than the same thing. Like Hakeem Jeffries, another fucking crook from the fucking book. You know what I'm saying? And Hakeem Jeffries should know, and the people should know, not to trust Hakeem Jeffries in no shape or form. Because if you keep trusting this man, he's going to one day do the same thing Nancy Pelosi did. When shit go down and you need him to come true, and he's supposed to be the Speaker of the House, and all this bullshit he want to be, you know what I'm saying? And he's supposed to be in charge. Because once he gets the Speaker of the House, he becomes the Sergeant at Arms. Once he becomes the Sergeant, he ain't no Sergeant at Arms. I am the Sergeant though. He ain't no Sergeant. He's a Sergeant of an idiot. But once he becomes the Sergeant of so-called arms, you know what I'm saying, he has power over the police and so forth, such as you see in the documentary or the speech I'm going to show you when Nancy Pelosi, what I put up there, you know what I'm saying, you should have seen it when Marjorie Taylor Greene exposed her ass in all ways. You know what I'm saying? You the Speaker of the House and you're in charge. Who's in charge of the security force at the House? It's the House Speaker. And what did she do? Nothing at all. What did she do? She sat there and let it and made sure that the trickery that they put together worked out and scrambled all at once. You know what I'm saying? So if I was you, I would vote Hakeem Jeffries out of our government once and for all. He's an asshole. He's an asshole. And that's a fact. Hakeem Jefferson ain't nothing but a fucking balls licking ass clown. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? He ain't nothing but a balls licking ass clown. In all ways. Do not vote for Hakeem Jefferson or put Hakeem Jefferson in your government, because if you do, you're going to pay the price for that. You're going to pay the price for that. He already lied already when he said 5 officers was killed at the Capitol. You know what I'm saying? He was a part of that story too. He sat up in the face of the American people and lied and said that 5 officers were murdered at the Capitol during the January 6th so-called rush on the Capitol. Hakeem Jefferson is lying. He's a lying motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? He's a lying motherfucker in all ways. So we don't know what it is that he's choosing to do. You know what I'm saying? But if I was you, I would not put him in office as no House Speaker. It would be one of the worst moves that they make. Here's where the people have a chance to show a lot of their strength in the election process, is where your strength should be in itself. You know what I mean? You should have a more stronger position on the election than you have right now. You know what I'm saying? You should push for that. But when people like Hakeem Jeffries, you know what I'm saying, the AOC and Ayana Omar and all these clowns that, you know, the demon Democrats have hired to do a number on the United States and betray us within our own government, foreign and domestic, you know what I'm saying, for home and abroad, you know what I'm saying, and using them against the American common people to do the bullshit that they have been doing. You know what I'm saying? So we have to use our voting power and vote these clowns out. Once they're identified as a clown, vote them out. What was Hakeem Jeffers doing standing up there with all the crowd behind him looking like a motherfucking Jesse Jackson or whatever his name is, and sitting up there giving a speech talking about 5 officers were murdered at the Capitol Hill riots? When then how many officers died at the Capitol Hill riots? 0 were murdered at the Capitol Hill riot. 0 officers were murdered at the Capitol Hill so-called riot that rushed the White House. And his name is Snicknick or whatever his name was, the officer. He didn't get murdered. He died of a heart attack. So he didn't get murdered. Who got murdered is, like they said, Babbitt. And then they arrested her mother for trying to hold a memorial. All that's coming up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So this is Point Blank saying, stay right, stay tight. I ain't done yet. I got more in the game and the flight.